Hi guys, welcome back to Verilous Fashion channel. In today's video, I will be showing you how to make ruffle dress for a 7-year-old girl. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and do that because you don't want to miss out on any of our video, and try to put on your notification bell so that as soon as I upload videos, you will be notified. So let's get started. So our dress length is 36 inches and our shoulder to waist, which is our bodice, is 11 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is to remove 11 inches from 36 inches and we will be left with 25 inches. So 25 inches is our skirt length. So we'll be drafting our bodice on pattern first. I usually like to draft it on pattern first because I can use it in the future. So our shoulder measurement is 11 inches. So half of our shoulder will be 5.5 inches. 5.5. So our shoulder to the waist is 11 inches. So to get our chest line, it's going to be half of our shoulder to waist, which is 5.5. That's 11 divided by 2. That is 5.5. Now I'm going to roll it. So here, that is at the shoulder point, I'm going to come down by half of an inch, that's 0.5. Then our neckline will be 2.75. Between 2.5 and 3 inches is okay for a 7-year-old girl. So from here, I'll connect to get the shoulder slant. So now that we have gotten the shoulder slant, I'll come to the chest line and measure our shoulder, half of our shoulder measurement. I'll connect to this side. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now, we want to draw out our armhole, and to do that I'm going to measure what I have here and divide it into 2. I'm having 5 inches, so half of 5 inches is 2.5, and on this line, so that means from the top to this place is 5.5. so I will make, that is, you measure from here to the top. This is 3 inches, so I'll come here and measure the 3 inches. So on this line, which is the chest line, let me draw the line here. Yes. I'll impute our chest measurement, that is our armhole to armhole, that is across front and back. And for a child, I usually use the same thing for front and back. So our own is 5 inches. This is where 5 inches is. Then our bust measurement is 25. That's our chest measurement. 25 divided by 5 will give us 6.25. Sorry, divide by 4, not 5, please. I beg your pardon. Then our waist is 24. So 24 divided by 4 is 6 inches. So I'm going to connect the armhole now. So from here to here, I'm going to use a straight ruler. From here to here, I will use my curve ruler or armhole curve. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do now is to connect from here to here. So I'm going to add the sewing allowance at the side. Sewing allowance, I want it to be 1 inch. So the next thing we want to do is to draw the neckline. For the neckline, it depends on you, but I want the front, both the front and back, to have the same neck width, neck depth rather. So I want our neck depth to be 2.75 also. And I'll connect. And that is it. And in case you want your own back to be different, if you want 1 inch, just mark from here to here and connect it. But I want our front and back to be the same. So I'll cut it out now and place it on fabric. So I've cut out the pattern for the front. This will be on fold. While for the back, I will add 1 inch zipper allowance here. So I'm going to use this one now to cut out the skirt part. Remember, I said the skirt length will be 25 inches, and the ruffle skirt will have 3 layers. So what we will do is we divide 25 by 3. That is 8.33. So I'm going to approximate it to 8.5, and I will add 0.5 for the down part of it. So each of the ruffles will be 9 inches in length, while the width of the ruffle will be at least 2.5, that is 2.5 times of the waist, but I will be using waist times 3. So our waist measurement is 24 inches. So I will use 24 times 3. That gives us 72 inches. So that is what will be the length. That will be the width of the ruffle, and we are going to gather it back to our waist length. But before then, I want to cut out where we will be placing the ruffles. So we'll cut it out in form of a line. If you have material, you can use circular pattern. So we want to cut the skirt now. So what I will do is I will measure what I have here. This is 7. This is 7 inches. You know it's going to be on fold. By the time you open it, it will be 14 inches. So I put my fabric on fold, and the A-line, I want it to be 4 inches. This is the 7 inches. On fold 7 inches, and for the A-line, I want it to be 4 inches. You could do more. and the length of the skirt, as I said earlier, is 25 inches. But remember that we need half of an inch here to join it with the bodice. The down part of the bodice, we need half of an inch. Then for the down part as well, we need half of an inch for folding the down part of this. So from here to this place is 26 inches. So what I will do now is to connect it from here to the 7 inches on the bodice. Let me mark it out so that we can connect it. This is it. And I'm going to connect from here to here with my ruler. So my ruler is not long enough. Let me get the other ruler. Okay, so I'm connecting the two points together to form our A-line. Okay, so we have formed our A-line, but I don't want it to be sharp at this edge. So what I will do is I'll come up by 1.5 inch and connect it. Connect. So I'm going to cut it out now and use it to cut the back. So we want to cut the back. Here is 1 inch for the zipper allowance, and I've placed it on fold as well, but we are going to cut here open. So I'll use the front to cut the back. So here is our front skirt and here is the back. So we are going to put it this way, hold it by the 1 inch allowance that we have added, and we have long skirts like this, and as when we will now place our ruffles. So let's cut out the ruffles and the bodice. So I've cut out the upper part of the dress, and I've added half of an inch here at the neckline, at the shoulder line, then the armhole, for turning the armhole. So I'll cut the line in the same way I cut the fabric. Then this is what we'll be using for the ruffle. Initially I said I'll be doing ×3 of the waist. ×3 of our waist is 74 inches, but I discovered that the material is not long enough, so I'm having 72 inches here. So I'm going to cut out 3 of this. Join this, cut my lining, turn it, and come and show you. So our skirt is ready. The skirt part of the dress is ready. So as you can see, the second layer, what I did is I increased the length to 11 inches. Why? Because the second layer starts under the first layer. So I went in by 2 inches. That's why I increased the second layer by 2. So by the time I folded the down part, join it, it gives me the same length with this. Then the third layer, I increased it by 3, making it 13 all together, and ensure that the third layer is longer than the inline skirt that is under. So our ruffle skirt is like this. So let me put this aside and show you the upper part. Here is the upper part. I've turned the neck with lining. So what I did here, I joined the lining separately and I joined the fabric separately, and I brought the two together, placing the front facing each other. And I have this. So what I'm going to do now is to attach the upper part to the skirt this way. This is it, and we are going to pin it together. You can see that they are equal, and I will join it with half of an inch and join the side this way, then leave space for zipper. So I'll do that now and come and show you the outcome of the ruffle dress. Here is the outcome of our ruffle dress. You can see how beautiful it is. Go ahead and make yours and let us know how it is in our sewing group. Please like, share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to do that. Until we meet again.